Good evening, good evening, good evening. My name is Edward Townsend. I'll be your moderator today, this afternoon, and it's good to be back on. Just been out updating everything for phase two, kicks off January 1st, 2022. Got everything in place as you've been following me along for the past year. You know that everything was being presented to you with no charge. Phase two, we're going into phase two. Phase two is going to require some participation on your part, some financial things that you have to do on your part to get to the next level that you want to be. We're in the helping business. We're in the educational business. We're in business of empowering people to do better for themselves. As I see a need, I prepare or provide a solution to the problems. Not one person's problem, not just my problem, but problems that affect the working class people or people in general in the United States. Okay, so I had a little backlash on some platforms that I was on because of the things that I was bringing to the table that was able to help people, and they wouldn't be able to be taken advantage of. I hope you understand that. No one wants to be used or get caught up into usury. We talked about that. We talked about mindsets. We're continually going forward with those things, but we're taking it to another level. Education, knowledge, one full year. Now it's time to put your plan, just like goal setting, put your plan into place. And we're here to help you all along the way. If you decide to change some of the things that's going on in your life. If not, what can I say? I also brought a new component on board to add to the portfolio because I see so much happening. And remember, when I see a need, I provide a solution. The need is your final expenses. Who is going to be in charge of taking care of your final expenses? Your church, your family, GoFundMe. How's it all done? I have you planned for that. Well, not only do we have that taken care of, we will be also introducing other things that's going to be beneficial to you. So, my name is Edward Townsend. Welcome to the Houston Wall Street Movement Podcast. Please go ahead and share this broadcast to those you think need this amazing movement and access to the information that we're talking about. Amazing information. And I say amazing because it's amazing to me that so many other people are lacking so much and nobody wants to help them to attain it. That is my goal. That's what I plan to do. So make sure you share this information with everybody you know. I mean, just tell them, hey, look, get on. Mr. Townsend speaking. Listen to what he had to say. It don't cost you nothing to listen. He did it for a whole year for free. Nothing. Okay? So welcome to the Houston Wall Street Movement Podcast. I did that. Okay. Okay. What did I do? I think I did something wrong. Let me get that one straight. Okay, now let me get this one straight. Okay, something's not right here. Okay, ticker. Okay. Okay, just bear with me for a second here. Okay. There we go. There we go. Getting ready for the tour. Houston Financial Wall Street next year is going to be mostly online, but we also going to hit the streets again, and we're going to be advertising in different places, and we're moving with no fear, and we're bringing that knowledge and that information directly to you. So be a part of something that's great, and we're going to help you to get things that's good for you. Okay. Like I said, the new funeral assistant program that we're helping you to take care of your loved ones is an awesome program. You have friends, you can be foes, you can be a significant other, you can be family members that just can't afford things. Uh, we're here to show you a program to where you can help them. For just $75 a month, you'll be able to have a funeral plan for 7 people. That's you, the plan holder, and 6 other people. You hear what I said? The average funeral cost ranges from $8,500 and up. Okay? 7 people on the plan for $75 a month. That's less than $11 per person a month. Or if you just want to bless someone that can't afford it, you want to see them put away properly and not cremated, even though that's a choice that people have. But you know, and I know that people sometimes are cremated because they can't afford to do anything else. Now the prices of that is also high. So it's creating chaos for family, friends, and churches and other organizations to. So who's responsible for your remains? Who's responsible for making sure that you are put away properly? You are someone that love or care about you. That's why I incorporated the program within my company, because it's a benefit. If I see a need, I provide a solution. Not only that, if you're short for cash, it's an opportunity for you to earn cash, increase your cash flow, another income producing asset. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. We have that too. Wherever you need to go, I need to get, that's where it's going to be at. So I'm going to show you a quick little video here about the program, and pay attention, take notes, and we'll talk after it's over with. But I want you to.
So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Minister Terrence Schwartz, and I'd like to make sure that we do everything decent and in order. So, first of all, you have been invited by a family member, a friend, a colleague, or just somebody that loves you and wants you to see this amazing information. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Assure for Life. And Assure for Life says that they will always be with you. They are protecting the people that you love. And now I'm going to share this information for you.
Okay, let me share my screen here. I'm sorry about that, people.
Okay, so this opportunity is recession
carried away there.
It's designed for a full-time or part-time opportunity.
Okay.
You can earn while you learn. There's no licenses needed, so you don't have to have an insurance license. There's no chargebacks. Let me say that again. There's no chargebacks. You get paid twice a month. You have an option to build a team, but it's not required. You can earn residual income for life.
Okay. All right.
There's no medical exams for our product.
Okay, sorry about that.
There's no immigration status, so we don't ask for your social security number. There's no territory limitations, so you're not captive, and you can use our plan anywhere that we are in our coverage area. There's no cancellation fees. There's no long-term contracts. There's no intensive knockout interviews. Excuse me. There's no background checks, and there's no credit check. That's a whole lot of no's. But in this situation, those are good no's, right? Because a lot of people don't like chargebacks. Excuse me. Now, this opportunity is for individuals that you love, your loved ones, your co-workers, your colleagues. It's for your church members. It's for your pastors, your bishops, your apostles, people that are working in the church. It's for licensed insurance agents, people that might sell prenatal need plans, a person that's seeking an in-home business opportunity. It's also good for a sales rep of other professions. You can offer this to a funeral home director or a funeral home owner, which, by the way, we have several funeral home directors that are on this call tonight that are loving Assure for Life. The last person that we want to share this opportunity with is a person that cannot be covered through traditional insurance policies. Understand that with insurance, you may have a lot of reasons why, financially or medically, that you may not be able to be covered. Now, this is not an insurance policy, so we don't have the same restrictions, and we'll talk about that very shortly. So again, welcome to Assure for Life. Now, the question I want to ask you this evening is, who is responsible? Is the church responsible? Is the family responsible? Is the funeral home responsible? The question again is, who's responsible? Who's responsible when your loved one or the person that you know passes away without any funeral expense covered? Simply means they don't have insurance and they don't have any money for the funeral. So I want to ask again, who's responsible? Are you responsible? Well, cat and dog is saying, not me. So Assure for Life is actually saying, we're going to be responsible. So hopefully you'll understand that this product is for you. So a lot of times when somebody passes away or your family member passes away without insurance or financial means to have a funeral, we turn to GoFundMe. We turn to selling dinners or going to the church and asking them for donations or an offering. We also go to the funeral home and talk to the director and ask for a discount, right? So these are the things that happen when your family is not prepared and do not have the financial means for a funeral. So Assure for Life would like to offer you a family plan. And we are sure that Assure for Life will be the solution that you need to protect your family and your future, okay? Now, why Assure for Life? Well, we are a 70-year-old company experienced in the funeral services with a comprehensive track record that has an excellent white glove touch, right? So we have over 2,500 organizations that are clients throughout the Latin America and the United States. We've done over 10,000 funeral services and above every year. And just so you know, we've over 250,000 funerals have we performed since 1950, right? So our headquarters is in Colombia, Mexico, and we were established in 1950, over 70 years ago. We are the author and creator of this particular plan that we're going to share with you tonight. It's a one of a kind. We also have offices in Venezuela, Costa Rica, Mexico, Panama, and United States. The United States, we opened our first office in 2007 in Florida. We are strategically partnered with the NFPA, which is the National Funeral Directors Association. We also are partnered with the Latin American Association of Cemeteries and Funeral Services. We have a better business rating of A+. So the point is, we've been doing business the right way for a long time. So what is our coverage area? Our coverage area covers the United States, the Caribbean islands, all of them, and the Latin American, South America. Now, a waiting period is how long will it be before you can use our plan? Our plan will give you access immediately after 3 business days for accidental death, violent death, and suicide. Now, that's 3 business days. Now, we also have a waiting period before you can use our benefits of 100 days, which is 6 months after the date that you have enrolled. So after 6 months, you'll be able to use our plan. Now, there's no cancellation fee. However, if you miss 3 consecutive months of payments, the computer will automatically generate a cancellation of your plan, okay? Now, what is our benefits? Assure covers a standard funeral expense. We transfer your remains of your loved one to the country of origin or their final destination. We provide an airline ticket exclusively for our plan holder. And then we also protect a parent or a partner or loved one up to the age 80 in your plan. Understand one other note is that our plan can only have a maximum of 2 people over the age of 65 in our plan. This will make sense to you very shortly because we have 3 options for our members. The first option is the national option. I'm going to go very detailed in this particular plan, so I'm going to overlook the national option for right now because that's for the United States. Now, we also have a roots plan. This option is centered around covering the funeral expenses in Latin America. This will include cremation or burial limited to the ways and usage and customs. We also will give you a round trip ticket for the policy for the plan holder. Now, the return option is simply that. We will return you to where you came from. What that means is we will provide transfers for the remains of your loved one from their home state or their country of origin. These transfers will be between the United States, the Caribbean Islands, and Latin America. Once you are there, we will provide a viewing at that destination. We will cover all basic funeral expenses at the destination that they go to. We will also cover airline tickets so you can accompany your loved one for their funeral service. And the last thing we do, we will cover the receiving of your loved one at the destination. Let me explain what receiving simply means. We will coordinate with the funeral home here in the United States. They will collect the body, they will prepare it for shipping, and they will ship the remains to, let's say, Jamaica, right? So once you receive Jamaica, we will coordinate with a funeral home in Jamaica to receive your body from the airport. So we do everything from start to finish in that particular relationship of returning you back to the roots where you were born, okay? That's your option. Now, the first one, when we said the national plan, the reason why I wanted to do that is so that we can do more detail. The national plan is for the United States. Assure for Life will provide a funeral service for all beneficiaries in the United States or abroad that's in your plan. Now, we will collect the deceased within 3 to 4 hours. We will prepare the deceased. We will provide a casket for viewing and burials. We will have a funeral home that will provide a room so that you can have a memorial service there or a viewing time, which is a basic viewing time will be 2 to 6 hours. You'll also receive transfers of the deceased to a local funeral home, cemetery, or crematorium within the United States. Now, in the event that client wants to be cremated, the funeral home will select the crematorium and they will take care of the final disposition and take care of everything for you for the deceased. After they take care of the cremation, they will provide an urn for you, or if you choose, the funeral home will have a standard casket for a viewing at that time. You also receive a reminder package and your death certificate. And you'll receive transportation from a hearse for the casket to the cemetery or your final resting place. The last thing you'll receive is a round trip ticket for each plan, for the plan holder, for each person that is in your plan, so that you can accompany them for the funeral service of your loved one. Okay, now let me explain what that simply means. We cover everything from the very beginning time when a person passes away until we get you to the cemetery. Now, there's 4 conditions that we call pre-existing conditions that we do not cover a person that may have one of these conditions. The first condition is a brain tumor. The second condition is a hospice or terminal illness state. The third condition is dialysis. And the fourth condition is a person that has cancer at the time that they are requesting the plan. What that simply means is if the person is cancer-free or in remission, or they are zero detect at that point, we will cover them the very next day. Now, they cannot be written into a plan if they are currently with cancer or under care for cancer. Even if the cancer returns, once they're in our policy and our plan, we will not kick them out of our plan as long as they are cancer-free at the time of enrollment. So I hope that makes sense. So let's talk about our plan. We call it a family plan, but I affectionately call it a friends and family plan. Even though the company calls it a family plan, Assure for Life allows this funeral assistance plan to be covered up to 7 people with one fee. So let's call this person tonight Ralph Bowling. So Ralph Bowling, which is a good friend of mine, he is what I'm going to call the plan holder. Okay, so this is Ralph Bowling. He's the plan holder. Okay, and for $75 a month, Ralph will now be able to cover up to 6 people in his plan. If you remember MCI, the phone company, they had the family and friends plan. Well, I'm going to say this is just like what MCI did, which simply means once you pay your $75, you can have 6 family or friends to join your plan at no extra cost. Now, this person can be your wife, your spouse, this could be your wife's parents, this could be your children, your next door neighbor. The amazing thing is you don't have to be in the same household. You don't have to be in the same state. You don't even have to be in the same country. You don't even have to be relatives. That's why I said friends and family. We will just cover 6 people in this plan. Now, the plan holder, like Ralph Bowling, must be the age of 18 to 65 to be a plan holder. The people that will be covered in his plan can be the age of 0, which is a child that is not even born, all the way up to a parent that is of the age of 80 years of age. Now you say, well, what happens when they turn 80? As long as they're in the plan before they're 80, we won't kick them out. They can be 100 years old and they'll still be covered, but they just cannot join our organization and our plan over the age of 81. So when they turn 81, unfortunately, they cannot be in our plan. Now, if they're in the plan already, they're good. Okay. Now, this price of $75 is also what we call the normal states, which will be 45 states of the United States, Washington, D.C. included, with the United Virgin Islands. That is part of what we call the normal or the higher states. Why I say that is because we have a special plan for Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, New York, California, and Puerto Rico. Those states cover, as we call the lower states, it's only $50 a month. That's not $50 per person. That's $50 a month for all 7 people inclusive. Now remember, as long as the plan holder pays the monthly fee every month, all 6 people, including themselves, will have all of the benefits that I shared. One other note, the only person that can receive the round trip ticket is the plan holder. Now let me show you one other example. Let's say this is Dr. C. Branch's wife, and she's from Brazil. She can have her parents from Brazil that live in Brazil still covered in Dr. Branch's and her husband's plan. What simply means is that we will cover people from Latin America or the Caribbean island as long as the plan holder is here in the United States, has a residence and a U.S. bank account. Okay, so let's keep on moving. So the family plan covers 7 people in the United States, Latin America, and the Caribbean island under one umbrella. Now, the annual rate for the $75 a month states is $900. In the $50 state, it's $600 a month. A year. Now, once you decide to join tonight, there's a one-time registration fee of $20 that we have to add on top of the $900. But there's 4 ways to pay. You can pay monthly, you can pay annually, semi-annually, or quarterly. If you decide to pay annually, you will actually receive 2 months free, which means in our higher states or the normal states, it will actually be $150 off tonight. In the lower states, you'll receive $100 off. Why is that? Because we're giving you 2 months free. $50 a month times 2 is $100. $75 times 2 months off is $150. Now, this is a one-time opportunity for you to get this savings where you cannot do it if you do not pay for it upfront when you enroll. Okay. Now, let's say that you're over the age of 65 years of age. We have a special plan for you. These are for the silver plan for our seniors over 65. So you can have a silver plan. It's similar to, you receive all the benefits and that our members have, but you won't have a family plan, which means you can't have 7 people. You'll only be able to have a single plan for $600 in our regular state or $900 for 1 additional person. What that means, that will be a 66 to 75-year-old member, plan holder, and you can have one other person of the age 0 to 75 that can be a part of your plan with you. That's just one other person. Let me clarify 0. 0 simply means that that child is not even born yet, and we're covering the unborn, the baby that is still in the womb. In the lower states, which is California, New York, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Puerto Rico, we actually will allow you to have a silver plan for only $420 for one person, or $600 for one other additional person. Now, we have two other options, which means if you are doing the family plan, the age of 18 to 65, and you say, well, I don't have a family, I don't have friends, I don't have a spouse, I just want the plan for myself. All right, within the regular states, it would only be $25 for one person. In the lower states, it would only be $15 for one person. Now, in the regular states, you can do one other person, which would be two people of 18 to 65 for $40. Or in the lower states, you can have it $25 for two people. Once you reach over two people, that means from 3 to 7, you'll go into the family plan of $75 or $50, respectively, of the state that we just discussed. Now, remember, you still have to pay a $20 activation or registration fee. There are some limitations in the plan based on age or how the plan is constructed, but we can talk about that with the person that signs you up tonight, okay? Now, we're done with the plan, how much it works, how it costs, and how to activate the plan. So now let's talk about the person on this call that might say, hey, I'd like to earn some money. I like what I heard, and I like to sell this. Now, this is not multi-level marketing. This is not network marketing. This is direct sales. With direct sales, you're still able to build a team, but we put all of our emphasis on direct sales, your direct commission, your direct production. So how would you like to earn money over and over and over again for life? What that simply means is that just like an insurance agent, they're used to receiving money year after year off of the efforts of one time. They will sign up a person and their policy one time, and then every year that it renews, they receive a commission every year. We're the exact same way. When you sell a plan, every year that the plan has its anniversary, we will continue to pay you year after year after year. And that's up to 7 people. So you may have a plan that might be here 20, 30 years. The company's already 7 years old, and we are just getting started in the US. We're looking at expanding in Canada and then Europe and abroad. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are at the right place. We are at the beginning of a 70-year-old company. So if you'd like to become a business associate and join us tonight, please get back in touch with the person that invited you, and they will help you with the steps of becoming an associate. Let's talk about the money now. So the commission is based on a 2-step process. Step 1, you refer a friend, a family member, or a loved one, or a coworker, whoever, and say, hey, you need to look at this. If they become a customer, you write the plan. You simply write the plan, and then you receive a commission for writing the plan for the people that you love. Or even a marketing strategy to help people in this United States to become protected with Assure for Life. Let's talk about these levels. So Assure for Life will increase your income by growing the company with you together. You can go all the way in these ranks to a regional manager. Now, let me make a couple of disclaimers. I don't care who you are, because the company doesn't care if you are a heavy hitter or if you're an insurance agent over 40 years. Everyone starts with a beginner level. The only difference is if you've been in the industry for a long time, guess what? You have a head start in knowledge, but we all start at the beginning. Now, with the beginner, it's only 1 sale. When you become a junior, that's 6 sales. Now, this is not how many people that are on your team, so we're not basing our production on how many people you recruit. It's more on how many deals and how many plans are written. So that's the difference between multi-level marketing and network marketing, where it can sometimes be based on how many people you recruit as opposed to how much business you actually generate. So here, this is the ranks and how you achieve, okay? So the first 4 ranks beginner, junior, senior, and director, you can do this without building a team. The last four, the company requires you to build a team. However, the team can only be 2 people if you want to. So, and I'll share this with you. But to be a director and beyond, you have to have two-team structure. So what that simply means, if you are a senior and you help make two seniors, you can become a director. If you are a director and you help create 2 directors that are direct to you, you can make yourself a leader. Now, if in the first month you become a junior, which is 6 sales, you'll receive a $200 bonus. If you become a senior in the first month, you will receive a $300 bonus. And once you become a regional manager, you will receive a $3,000 bonus, which I'm going to explain to you very shortly. It's exciting. Now, let's talk about how to become a director. There's 3 ways to become a director. So if you are a senior and you produce 2 seniors, which means that you personally refer 2 people and they do 10 sales each, then you will become a senior. And that's a combination of 25 sales totally between the 2 of them and yourself. Now, you can also become a director by going out and selling 25 plans by yourself without any team. And then the third way you can do this, you can have 1 senior and then 2 juniors. Remember, the junior is 6 people. So if you do 6 sales. So if you have 2 juniors that do 6 sales each, that's 12 sales, plus 1 senior that does 10 sales, and now that's 22 sales, and then you just need to do 3 more sales, and you would make 25 and become a director. Now, one other thing is that this is not multi-level marketing. I'll say this again. So let's say this is Ralph, and you sign Ralph up, and Ralph does 10 sales, and then Ralph signs up Terry, Minister Terry. Well, that doesn't mean that you have 2 seniors. You have to make sure that the seniors are not directly underneath each other. I hope that makes sense. Okay? If not, we'll answer some questions at the end. The amazing thing about the regional manager level is that you will earn up to $40,000 a month and beyond, plus a fixed $3,000 bonus every month, so that you can have an office that is branded Assure for Life, and you can lead your team. Similarly, if you were a broker and you have a real estate office where all your agents can come out and work out of the office, we're able to do the same thing if you're a regional manager. Okay. Now, let's talk about the direct sales and promotions when you become a beginner. As it says, these promotions do not require team building efforts at all. The rank advancement is calculated the first day of every month. So right now, if you are a beginner, even though you might do 6 sales this week, you will not get paid as a junior until September. Now, let's say you do 10 sales. Then in September, you will be coded as a senior. And then at that point, you're receiving 50% on every personal direct sale that you make. Remember, all people start with 35% up front, all the way up. Now, this 35% is paid on the annual plan that you write of $600 or $900 plans. So you're receiving 35% up front of a whole year for the plan that you write. Okay, so let's show you what the money looks like. Okay, so a beginner at 35% based on the annual plans of $620 or $920, because we're also going to pay you the $20 registration fee. So in the lower states, you'll make $217 on every plan that you write. In the higher or the regular states, you're going to receive $322 of every plan that you write as a beginner. So how did I get this math? It's very simple. Take $600 and $620 times 35%, and you'll get this number. Take $920 times 35%, you'll receive $322. And that goes all the way down as an equation for everything that you do. So as a director, you'll receive 55% of the 620 or the 920. This is how the direct sales compensation works. Now, remember, there's 4 other ranks. As a leader, you receive 60%, all the way to regional manager of 80%. Okay? Now, if you have 80% in the lower states, you're going to receive $496 on every plan that you write. In the higher states, you're going to receive $736 on every plan that you write. Now, I'm going to pause right here. that was a pause for silence for every person that has a chargeback, because we do not have any chargeback based on our compensation and how they designed it. So you do not have to be worried about $20,000 worth of chargebacks if somebody doesn't pay their premium year after year. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what made a lot of the insurance agents that I know, they can't sleep, okay? So we also give you 3 other ways that we will pay you commission. The second way is an override. So once you become a senior, that's why I want everyone to get 10 sales as quickly as possible, because then you're leaving money if you're not a senior. So once you are a senior, you're going to receive an override of all the juniors and beginners that you personally enroll. And let me show you how that works. So as a senior, you're going to receive 50% commission on all your personal sales. Now, the junior that you personally enroll will only receive 40%. So you're going to receive 10% on all your juniors, which means that's 50% minus 40%, that's 10%. Now, if you're a senior, you're going to receive 15% override on every beginner that you write, and they write a plan. So whatever their commission is, you're going to receive 15% of that. So ladies and gentlemen, that means that's 15% plus 35, that equals 50%. Now let me do a favor for everybody. Let me show you something that excited me. Walk down this road, climb the ladder to 80%. When you're a regional manager, you're going to receive 45% of every beginner that you enroll. Remember the concept of the senior being able to compensate the difference. Same thing happens here. The 45% plus 35% equals your 80% as a regional manager. So you're going to receive 45% for every beginner that you personally enroll when they do a business, any transaction. Now, the juniors, you're going to receive 40%. 40 minus 80 is 40%. Your seniors, you're going to override 30%. All the way to the divisional manager, you're going to receive 10% on every plan and the commission that they receive. This is a powerful mechanism in itself, but we're not done. Now, remember, you're getting paid for the annual price of the plan up front, the 900 or the 12 or the 600 plan. So month 13 is the anniversary of the plan that you wrote this year. So what happens is now you'll be able to receive from every person that you personally enrolled that 1% all the way up to 4% as a beginner of everybody that you personally enrolled by you, direct to you. Now, if you are a director, we will give you another 1% all the way to 2% of every person in your team residually at month 13 as well. So these are they work tandem, but they're different from each other simultaneously. So you're receiving 2 different plans at the same time. By the way, 4% of $900 is $36. That means you're making $36 on every plan of the annual renewal. Over here, you're making $18 of every plan of your whole team. And what the team is, it's going to be every person that you personally enrolled and every person that they brought in. That's what makes this so amazing for this component. Now, I'm going to give you a disclaimer. The first disclaimer is success is based on each person's own individual efforts. We cannot guarantee success. We cannot guarantee that you're going to make this type of money. Some people will, some people won't. And what we say is that the people that will are the people that are working and that are going out to share this with the community and the people that they know. So if you don't talk to people and you don't share this, then please do not expect to make all of these type of commissions if you're not doing any work. There's nothing that I've said will require no work. We are doing work every single day. Okay? So let's talk about how to become an associate tonight. So to become an associate, it's $50 a month if you're in the lower state, or $75 in the normal state. And you have to pay 3 months in advance. So that's $150 plus the $20 registration fee, or $225 plus the $20 registration fee that's paid up front. Okay? And that's the other reason why we don't have any chargeback, because those 3 months in advance will cover the majority of the compensation that we're going to pay up front. Okay? So there's only one stipulation that we have, or condition, to keep active. You have to do a minimum of 2 sales per month. Now, if you do not do if you don't do 2 sales in more than 3 months consecutively, that means if you don't do any business for 3 months, then you will be deactivated. And then once you start back, you'll come back as a beginner. So please don't lose your activation if you don't decide to do the 2 sales a month. Again, you have a 3-month grace period, but if you don't do sales in that 3 months, at least 2, then you will be coded back to a beginner. Okay. Now, these are funeral homes, and they're called the Plenitude Funeral Homes in South Florida. And with that being said, this is the presentation for Assure for Life. We would love for you to become an associate today. Before I end, we will have a Q&A right after this.
Thank you, everyone. Any questions? Just hit me in the comments. The comment section is open. All right, great timing, 41 minutes. Yeah, so if you have any questions that I can answer, just hit me back in the comment section there. We're open for chat, open to answer questions. And hey, I am excited every time I see the training videos and the information video. I get excited all over because I understand what it is that you have to help people. I understand how much people need what we're offering. Okay, so we're going to be broadcasting. I have some other components that we'll be getting into throughout the week, and I might switch to Zoom other than doing it on a podcast level until we start getting people involved that want to be on the platform so we can have that group discussion. So the next ones I have will probably be on Zoom. That way people can actively participate at the moment. Okay, so if there be no questions, if there be nothing else to be said, I just want you to get ready and jump on board this train. It's moving rapidly through your territory. Your ticket's already been paid. Just say, hey, I'm ready, and jump on board. I'm telling you, we are so excited. I can hardly wait till the first of the year. So many great things that's taken place. We had a great year last year. We interacted with a lot of people. There's a lot of great things that's coming down the pipeline that's going to help people be more financial stable and secure in the coming years and time, because people is not normal as usual. And I like that because I don't deal in the norm. I'm able to step out on faith and walk within the moment in time. We can't be complacent, especially not nowadays. You'll be left out and you'll be left behind. So let's go forward, get rid of fear, doubt, and skepticism, and move forward. So with that, I'm going to sign off today. And always victory, as I always say. And I want to see everyone at the top. 2022 is coming. So we want everyone to kick off at the top in 2021. That will quadruple what's going to take place in 2022. And you know, hey, just get on board. My number is flashing across the bottom of the screen there. Give me a call, email me, text me, and I will get back to you. Just give me 24 to 48 hours. I always say that, but that'll give plenty of time, because I don't have time at the moment just to go and check everything at one time, because I'm moving from here right into another platform. So everything in me is on schedule and on time. Okay. So if you call me, leave a voicemail or text me, simply because these spam calls are ridiculous. So I have devised a way that I can get your calls. If you leave me a message, your number would not show up other than a number. So leave me a message and tell me why you're calling, and I will answer all of my voice messages. Okay? Just annoyance, just to get past that. Other than that, I could spend a full day, believe me, I could spend a full day on the phone just dealing with the annoying calls. Okay? So, always victory, and I see everybody at the top. God bless. And I wish everybody a safe and prosperous holiday weekends that's coming up, and the one after that into the new year. So, God bless and be safe.